I wanted to share with you about my favorite children's book, and that's Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. I've thought all weekend about why this book was so important to me, and I believe the reason is because I can remember the very first time I checked it out. I was with my sister, who is 10 years older than I am. She was a college student at Arkansas State University in Jonesboro, Arkansas. She is a teacher as well, and she convinced Mom and Dad to let me go back to college with her one week. We were off of public school for some reason. I'm not sure if it was spring break but anyway, she let me go back with her to ASU, and she took me to their library. Now, I had been in the library all throughout my elementary school, but we went to a very small public school, probably K through 12, less than 300 students. So when I got on the campus of ASU, even though this is back in the late 70s, I was enthralled by the number of books in their library. And I vividly remember going to the shelf and pulling off Charlotte's Web and then taking it to class with my sister. They let me even sit in the college classes, and the professors interacted with me. It was a wonderful experience, and I'm fairly certain I read that book in less than 2 days because I was thrilled to be able to be in such a large place and see so many books, and it meant a great deal to me. As well as we were raised on a farm, and I associated with the things that happened in the story, and it just meant a great deal to me throughout my life. When my children got of age, we checked it out together, and I read it again with both my children, and it just really stands out in my memory as a wonderful, fond memory. To answer the questions that I've asked you to answer, I started my career with the intention of teaching elementary school, but through a course of events ended up in high school. I have never lost my love for children's books, and quite frequently would use them in my classroom setting. And it doesn't matter how old students become, how large they become physically, they still like the interaction of children's books and rhyming and analogies, and they're just a wonderful tool. So I taught mostly high school at the public level, a few middle school classes, and now I am in the higher ed realm. I've told you about my favorite children's book. The most recent book that I am reading is called Beartown, and I checked it out of the Myrtle Rutland Library on Friday. I've gotten about 6 or 8 chapters into it, and I just love it. It's a story of a small town whose whole existence is around hockey. Now, I don't understand hockey, never been to a hockey game in my life. I don't even think I've watched one on television, but I do understand athletics and the drive that goes behind that. So far, I really, really love the book. I've had to make myself lay it down this weekend because I had so many other things to do, but I think it's going to be a really good book. I am a voracious reader. I'll pick one up and I have to make myself put the book down and take care of things around the house or at work or whatever. So I don't get as much time to read as I would like because I have so many responsibilities, but I do enjoy always having a book in hand. And I do enjoy actually touching the book. Everything I do digitally. Love technology. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful tool for both teachers and society. But when I'm ready to read a book, I want to touch the book and I want to turn the pages, and it's just, again, I think it's a familiarity thing for me. So that's all about my favorite children's book, and I look forward to seeing what your favorite children's books are.